get his photocopy of his voter's ID, photocopy of his Ghana card. Hello. Oh, who missed me? I've missed you guys. Hi there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nura. If today's the first time on my channel, welcome. And feel free to check out all my other videos. Thank you so much for stopping by. In today's episode, I have some 10 helpful business tips for you, especially if you're looking forward to investing in the transport business. Yes. And I've got some clues and I hope you find this helpful. Going straight to my point, let me just brief you guys a little bit. To venture into this transportation business, you have to be very strong. This venture or this department is not for the faint-hearted. It's not for people who are feeble. It's not for people who are not like strong. Like you have to be strong in your mind and in your soul. That is one thing, guys. Mentally, you have to be really psyched up. Like, you know that, okay, whatever is going to come, I'm ready for it. I had 4 cars. I sold 2. One is still working. One is personal. Like one is I've turned one into like some personal, car that I use. What's led to selling the 2 cars is a story for another day. But guys, listen, you have to be really strong. This business, yes, it fetches a lot of money. It fetches because if you should put 30,000 Ghana cedis in a bank, like, no matter how good the savings or that investment, that long-term investment is, it can't fetch you that amount of like profit you're going to make if you're investing into this kind of business. But also it comes with huge risk, guys. It comes with huge risk. Just as huge as the profit is, the risk that comes with it is also pretty much very huge. So you have to be very ready, and good or bad, you have to be ready for it. And remember that it's only entrepreneurs that takes the risk. You venture into a business not knowing what to expect, but then you go into it anyways, hoping to make some very good profits. Sometimes before getting into it, you assume like you have a lot of expectations. You're expecting a whole lot of stuff and all of that. But when you start running, like when the business start running, you realize that, okay, it's not as it looked when you were sitting behind it. Long story short, to somebody who wants to venture into the business, yes, it's very lucrative, it's very profitable, but also it comes with a lot of risk. Okay, people register their cars in a week and they lose the car in a week. Like, they make no money, no returns, no nothing. Okay, they actually lose big time. There was this this accident early last year, 2021, and the car that was involved in the accident was actually registered that same month. Okay, so imagine if you've invested like everything into the car, and then the next call you have is like, hello, your driver, blah blah blah. Like, if you're not strong, it's for the strong-hearted, trust me. One of my drivers took the car. For 2 weeks, he did not make any sales to us, and we kept calling him, and he kept giving us excuses. History. Finally, he came to park the car, left the key for a certain lady, like beside or like around our house, that when he sees us, he should give the key to us, and he just left. So some of these drivers are very, I don't know the word to use, but they are very yeah. Oh yeah, seriously, they're very stupid. I'm sorry, but like, pardon my French, but some of these drivers, how can you take a car for 2 weeks and then just come and park it and you don't even hey, Ghana. Anyways, so we sold that car and we sold another car. That one too, the driver made sales for a week, and then the rest free bonto. Tigo free bonto, guys. Intino ejumano infaso wom, but risk na edebano esun. Just as infaso na esun. You have to pray to get a good driver. If you get a good driver, you are good to go on this business. So driver need a good, yeah, you don't have a problem. And also, if he is one person who like is not just a good driver, you have to get a driver who is good and who also fears God. So if you're likely to get somebody who has the fear of God at heart and is very cautious, like conscious kind of person, the person is just going to be fair with you. You also have to be pretty much understanding to him. If you know your driver is going to help you, I would not advise that you give your car to a total stranger. I have seen and heard too many stories of someone came for my motorbike and then you've not heard from him anymore, and someone came from like you. Well, these are 10 tips I'd like to give you if you are about to sign a contract or you are about to undergo a contract with a driver, especially if it's a work and pay something. All the agreements that we went under was like work and pay, agreements. The drivers are a bit cautious when driving because they know that at the end of the day, the car is going to be theirs and all of that. So it makes them very like steady, If you are about to give your car to anyone, whether you know the person or you don't know the person, I hope you find these tips pretty helpful. The first tip is to prepare your agreement and list your terms and conditions. So this is like plain English, okay? I don't know if I have to explain, but then like you just have to make the driver know your terms, okay? In every, if all these adverts have terms and conditions, so it's just as simple as that. Let the driver know your terms and conditions concerning the car, okay? Like if you don't make sales in 2 weeks, I'm taking the car from you, or if you are sick, come and park the car and give me the keys, or like just list your terms and conditions, guys. Like basically that's it. Tip number 2 is to get his photos, get his 2 passport photos, get his 1 full-sized photo, get his photocopy of his voter's ID, photocopy of his Ghana card, photocopy of his passport if he has any. Try and go and see where he stays, where he lives. Go there with a witness, go there with like at least 2 people. Also make sure you meet somebody. Let him introduce you to, could be a sister, a brother, like a relative, a very close relative, so that if worse gets worse, you can have somewhere to go to. Don't give a car to somebody you don't know where they live, where they stay. Like, don't just get up and give a car to people like that. No, make your background checks and make sure that you have enough photos to follow up, or to just put across so people can help you find him should he run away with a car or anything on that sort. Don't trust your driver. Not just that driver, like don't trust any driver, okay? Some of the drivers are good, but still don't trust them, okay? Because you know what, just don't trust your driver. Have a plan B in any business at all, not just this transportation business, but in any business at all. Try and have a plan B, okay? Having a plan B will help you know how to maneuver about your finances should anything go wrong. So just have a plan B. Don't invest everything into the car. Have something like a standby, something that will help you to keep going on should anything happen with the car. My next tip is don't touch the savings coming from the car. You have to save and save and save. You have to save everything that is coming from the car. You only touch the money when there is an emergency, or of course like it's your money, but then make sure you're saving. Like make sure you're saving enough money and you're saving for the rainy day. You never know, like just make sure you're saving enough money. So yeah, save. Pray for your driver and don't pressure him. You just have to pray for your driver, because a lot of things happen to these drivers, okay? They are putting their life on the line for you. You are just in the house waiting for your money to hit your account at the end of the week, but he could get killed. How many times haven't we heard Uber drivers get killed, or taxi drivers get killed by armed robbers, and then these armed robbers will take the car and then they just run into the bush with it, like they're gone. So you just have to pray for your driver and don't put too much pressure on him. Like it's the week has ended, you've not heard from him. You can call him and ask, yo, what's up? Like I've not seen any alerts. Have you deposited the money yet? If he says no, ask why, and then you get the reasons, and then you just move. Don't give him too much pressure. He's working. Driving has to do with a lot of concentration, so don't mess it up. Make sure all the weekly deposits or the weekly sales are going through the bank. Don't take any money from your driver. Don't take any money through Momo. Make sure that all the monies coming to you are going through the bank. He's making deposits in your bank account, okay? So that it will be very easy for future reference, and any assessments you would want to do with him, you just go and print your statements, and then you are dealing with issues. So it's very professional to make sure that the driver makes your deposits in the bank than in your Momo account, or giving it to you like cash. Make sure it's going through the bank. Pay for your services, okay? Each time you engage your driver to take you anywhere, pay for your services. You don't have to say, okay, like the car is mine and he's my driver, so when I take him places, I'm not going to pay. Like, really? Well, I feel you should even pay more because the car is yours. Each time I take my driver somewhere, I make sure I fill his tank. That is days I don't want to give him money. I fill his tank and he drops me off and then I'm gone. And days when I don't want to fill his tank because I feel so I just give him some. If I'm supposed to give him like 20 cedis or 30 cedis, I make it 40, or like on a good day I just add something small, and days when I don't have enough cash on me, I just pay him what I'm supposed to pay him. You get it? So yeah, do that. Don't call your driver and take him places and you don't pay him, and no, you don't do that. If your driver keeps his side of the agreement, try and keep your side of the agreement too. There are a lot of drivers who try and keep to their side of the agreement. Come and see these car owners. When they see that, the driver has paid and like 2 years is about to hit, then they start giving attitude and all of that. Hey, boga, you're steady, fear God, though. So when a driver keeps to his side of the agreement and pays your money for you weekly, tries and just does everything on JJJ, please, when it's time, let him take his car. The car is his. He's finished paying you. Let him take his car. And it's uncalled for, please, okay? Fear God. If you finish doing all of this, you can get him a new engine, to say thank you. An engine, it depends on the car he's driving. If you know that the car was in very good shape and the engine is still strong, then it's okay, he can go with it. But if you feel the engine is weak and that is not going to help him, you can just probably add something. You tell him to bring some 50% of the amount, and then you add 50% to it, and then you help him buy a new engine, or you just get him a new engine all by yourself if you can. So it's just saying thank you. It's just beautiful to see how happy some of these drivers are. My driver will say, Haja, Papa, your mommy, send me your bonnet and mean to Yamika. It's him who be saying that to himself. I said he will tear you. But God, he pays or for the good and for the bad, right? So 1 year we are a bit a kind of bit. So I pray you get a good driver to take care of your car. I pray that you get somebody who's going to be truthful and God fearing to help you make some very good profit, and you also keep your side of the agreements like I stated earlier. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you find this video helpful. God help us, especially those of us into this kind of business, because it's not easy. It's not easy. I'm still working on my car. I'm not even done yet. It has drained me, but man, I want to still do it. So yeah, I'm still working on it. It can work, but then it's not like I want it. And mind you, I'm not in Accra, and that car is in Accra. The one that is working is in Accra, so it makes stuff pretty difficult. But then my brother is there taking care of stuff, so I hope they get it fixed and then everything goes back to normal so that the car can start working. It's not easy. My driver unfortunately can't fix the car, so if anything happens to the car, I'm the one from day one. I'm the one who fixes everything on the car, even though it's a work and pay something. What be that? In all, no, it's a good business venture. So you can do it. Like there was a certain time I was going out with my baby to the hospital, and then we were waiting for a car, and then this man picked us. And then we're just discussing like generally about cars and all of that. Also on a day, they are all the better car mobi pa and call the better name chi. Now with chicha. No I party, no a friend nebusian for no go for no chicha na mama no dear. Ni se kan to kan mo obi ntwi. So no akasa to atwi dia fine, but so auto am obi atwi dia. And God better name to party. See, hey, papa, you say share me. This is about wewu, and then because of this issue, people have died because of this issue. The issue was that the woman bought a truck. You see the one that's Elodie Aniano articulator. Hey, any different articulator, no, whatever. But like those huge trucks. They said she's come for pension, so what about pension? And then sika kakra no ko yejuma no onya ye ni nyina ni sika oba pension e de man kakra no nyina na o de ko to car no ma driver. Indi pusumi e na car ni ko nya accident. Yesi mama ni de BP sa na kuma sa wewu. Enti papa ni so no. So de ni sika beto car bo obi atwi. Anko de beto ni ntwi to party. Drivers they will all say, sometimes you hear things like saying microphone ni chrome. Meanwhile, sometimes I can say ya tutu fu omo and I'll for be cry now bok born cry or monfa until nyanipa obwa. You hear things like and then the whole day cry can ne hame kana hame sa me ko ejuma ye can crazy obwa oye ejuma. The things you hear, if Messi when you come, you collapse. Some of these drivers, the way they can lie. Anyways, let me just end here. I hope you find this video helpful. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, oh yeah, go and subscribe. Oh yeah, hurry up. Go and subscribe to my channel. And please turn on your post notifications to be notified each time I make an upload. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in my next one, hopefully. Bye. Bless you. Peace out.